Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. So the Chicago Cubs were not in the postseason last year, but they've made some key additions, and they're among the league favorites now. There's a real hunger around this team, Chris, and with the fan base, they really think they've got a shot to make some noise this year.
They do, Boog, and I don't think that's unrealistic. They made some nice moves in the offseason, tried to build up their roster, and now they look primed for a big year. Of course, that's not a guarantee of success. We've seen teams go on big spending sprees in the offseason in the past and just not back it up once the games start, but they look like a real contender to me.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. So almost ready to get underway. Pitching for the Cubs in this one, Justin Steele. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
And now it's Mookie Betts. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Turns and fires to Betts. And now 1 and 2. 1 out, bases empty. Betts tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Ground ball left side and foul ball. That's to third. Tosses to first, and Betts is gone. And here's the opening day lineup for the reigning World Series champion Dodgers. What a run of success it's been in L.A., Chris.
Yeah, 12 straight years in the postseason, Boog. For a franchise that had previously never been in the postseason, even 3 years in a row. And they've won the NL West 11 of those 12 years. At this point, the expectation for the Dodgers is the same every year, a World Series title.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Goes down looking. Dodgers go down quietly, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, starting on the mound in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And a foul ball.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Late with the swing there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off-speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Nico Hoerner now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the center fielder looking for his first big league hit right here. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, Boog, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job.
And a foul ball. 2 runs across in the inning here on opening day. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
2 outs. Base is empty. Ian Happ up to hit. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Edman settles under it and makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs add 2 on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Max Muncy. Steele back to work. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. On the ground, out to short. Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Swing and a pop-up. Turner under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Andy Pajes in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swings through that one.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Muncy leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Under it is Justin Turner to make the catch, and that'll do it. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back, and the batter will be just.
You're out. That's ball 4. 3. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4. Take your base.
And now it's Max Muncy. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cubs 2. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here 2 outs, nobody on. Jacob Franklin, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered here in this one. That one ripped. This one's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And out number 1 on the grab. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-2.
0-2.
Bases empty, 1 away here on opening day. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Edman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, it will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Foul ball still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they're up 3-2. Back here at the friendly confines, here's Kyle Tucker. Swung on, belted. That's bad. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A towering shot to center. His first homer of the year, and we're all square. It's 3-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. Fly to center his first time. On a line, base hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands. You
Dives, and it can't hang on. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. And strike two.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away. John Birdie at the plate.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Right side. Brings it in. Throw over to first. And now it's Miguel Amaya. He's 0 for 1. Line drive. Rojas. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. Cubs get one on the solo shot. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're dialed into the show.
In the background is a blind spot.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Steele back to work. Fought off foul. Rojas measures 6 feet even, 36 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a good eye there.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle in plenty of time to first. One away here in the 5th. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Next to the dish is Freddie. Fouled off. He was late.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep, and that's downstairs and outside. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
That's chasing that time.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next one misses, and that's ball 1.
1-1.
And there's a ball.
2-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Betts off of first with 2 away. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Step off throw to first. Betts back easily. Swing and a miss, and that is that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All time here at Wrigley Field. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. One down. Jacob Franklin, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 5-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Singy, he's been the main character in this one. A multi-homer performance in his debut. Certainly a rare accomplishment, but one that comes to mind. Trevor Story back in 2016 for the Rockies.
Oh, yeah, it's been quite the day for him, dude. He's making a huge impression here, just like Trevor Story did. So hopefully.
Top of the 6th inning. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. And that one pulled foul.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offered in there for a strike. No balls to.
That's ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. You're out.
Back here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Dansby Swanson. The other way. Lunging, but can't make the catch.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First offering, runner goes. Hard liner. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Throw into third, into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here, at least a tie ball game with both of those runs.
Base hit center field. One runs in. The relay.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing at the bat right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Now here is Seiya Suzuki. And that should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay to the plate. The tag out. And he'll make it into third with a triple.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman going after it. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Alex Vesia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field.
3 hits and 4 ABs in this one. Not a bad way to start your big league career. And he looks very comfortable hitting at this level. And now we'll have to see if he can keep that going as the league starts.
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really
intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 outs. Ian Happ, the next to hit. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pages sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And that. We go to the top of the 7th. Colin Ray into the game.
Ball 4, take the base. That's ball 4. You're out. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take the base. That's ball 4. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base. You're out. Three. Out. That's ball 4. Ball 4, take your base. Ball 4, take your base. You're out.
And we're back. So bottom of the 9th. Now number 5. That smash towards center. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Makes a sliding stop. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that plate. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
That one is absolutely belted. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Making a move at second base. Pinch running here, Pete Crow Armstrong. Here's Turner now, trying to deliver as the hero. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Pitch in for a strike. And it throws off line. Safe at third. Line to left. He'll squeeze it for the final out. And the Dodgers take game 1 of this series on the road.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well-executed ball game.
And the final here today, 9-8. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.